Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you hit no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, pass my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog, freaky dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog, freaky dog. Now show how freaky you are.
So I'm just gonna be away for 1 hour. Please don't break anything. And I might have a surprise for you.
Give me a miracle. I need a syllable. Talking about big cash, that's the minimum. I'm done with this trash. Taught to be critical. Show me your mental state before we get physical. Pour some water in your cup, let it drip, drip, drip. Now look straight into my eyes and you sip, sip, sip. It's about time, let you shine. Take off that leash so that we can have some fun. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Freaky dog, freaky dog. Got a whole
Happy Mother's Day.
I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog. Now show how freaky you are. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. Freaky dog, freaky dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. Freaky dog, freaky dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. All of my friends, you're a lady as hell. Run it, let's go face with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just doing a thing. Boom, boom, what the dogs can't have. All of my friends, you're a lady as hell. Run it, let's go face with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just doing a thing.
Birdshot.
What the dogs can't have. Oh, meow. But a Kit Kat snack with a mouth. Swish, twist it out. I'm a bad, don't do doubt. Won't chase ya, no patience. Oh Jesus, up in Matrix, in a spaceship. Do no basics. I ain't no cute kitty with a facelift. All of my friends, you're a lady as hell. Run it, let's go face with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just doing a thing. Boom, boom, what the dogs can't have. All of my friends, you're a lady as hell. Run it, let's go face with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just doing a thing. Boom,
How's everybody tonight?
dogs can't have. What the dogs can't have.
That's an old song.
What the dogs can't have. What the dogs can't have.
Yeah, she hasn't been outside for
Everything I say, you should
over a year.
put on a t-shirt.
She's gotten so old I can't let her out. Something will happen to her.
What's a girl gotta do, huh? What's a girl gotta do? I'm dripping in food, check out my lemon soup. I'm
Hey, Birdshot.
cute, I'm witty like you. I'm visibly cool, but vanilla
We got a live stream.
freaky smooth. You like me freaky. All of my friends, they were lady as hell. Run it, let's go face with the latest bands. Whole kitty gang just
I haven't had a live stream on. This is the second live stream on YouTube in well over a year. And I'm also on Twitch. We love our Twitch people too. Is my audio working? Everybody can hear me all right? Are we 4x4 or 5x5 or whatever you say? Sweet. Well, let's get started. This is the live stream that I said I'd come back and do, and I almost didn't do it because I wasn't feeling very good today. My stomach was like hurting, and I think it had to do with the onions on that sub sandwich yesterday or something. I don't know. It didn't agree with me. I'm not touching those things again. What a video. What a video that was to shoot. I was not, well, tell you what, there is a part of that video that is not in the YouTube version that is now in the TikTok version. I was recognized in there. Apparently, the girl that handed me the food follows the channel, I think on TikTok, but she kind of went a little bit nuts, and I was kind of had a goofy laugh, and it just struck me wrong, so I clipped it out all the way. But if you go over on TikTok, you can see the first 15, 20 seconds of the video. That was the part that I cut out. And I did that on TikTok because TikTok's so hard to get the views to go to work and anything. So that's in there. I told her she ought to make it hot. You know, you ought to make it hot, you know, because she was carrying on like, oh, that's the dude that does videos in Calhoun. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But, yeah, I was not expecting to be recognized. I snuck up on them, but good. A lot of times I'm setting up my cameras in the parking lot, and they can look out the window and see me, and oftentimes they do. This time was a little bit different because their parking lot's kind of small, and I didn't want to give it away that easily. So I went around behind the place at the AutoZone and set my cameras up and drove... came out on the street, came down 53 and popped in. They had no idea who I was and what I was doing until I hit the drive-through window. And yeah, so I mean, she watches the channel, so they had to know what I was going to do to that food, and they gave it to me stone cold. Now I don't know what the deal is with that. The last time I was there, when I did their French dipping whatever, that thing was like stone friggin' cold. And it shouldn't be. I don't, you know, if it's a hot sandwich, it's a hot sandwich. The onions, you know, I had a bunch of comments like, well, the onions cooled it off. Like, no, the onions were supposed to have been sauteed, which obviously I don't know that they did that there or not. I sort of doubt it. I had another comment that says they use a toaster oven to do it, and it's broke all the time. So I don't know. But I tell you, I felt really, really bad about giving them a sub 5 score. I felt bad because they watched the channel. The food wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, but man, when Shadow Joe did his bite, it was just barely warm, and that to me is just like, no, it should be at least hot, and it wasn't. So I hate that. I hate that. I'm going to sit there and take a few questions and talk and let a few people get in here because I've got 4 things to give away today. And I had to think about how I was going to do it. I got a $25 Burger King, $25 Arby's. I've got I taped over it. I've got a $50 for Hardees that they gave to me one time. Why did they give that to me? I think they saw the video and offered me something for it, because they offered me. I didn't take it the last time. I should have took it. They offered me a $100 gift certificate the last time from that one that I did. Where they what did they do? They wouldn't take my order unless I put it through the phone, and I had to drive over in the parking lot. Apparently, corporate saw that at Hardees and offered me a $100 gift certificate. And I said, I'm not here for the money. You know, I should have took it so I could give it away, but I apologize for that in advance. 4.9. Yeah, like I say, it wasn't that bad, and but they weren't even consistent on the weights. I mean, my goodness, I was just like, I was just not happy with that at all. Hey, how are you doing? I'm going to say hi to a few people and we'll get this ball rolling and we'll figure out. I'm going to give away one thing at a time, and I got a thing for you to do to get it so I'll know who you are. So that way, when I'm done here today, it's going to be done. I know who I'm getting, and everybody's going to know who's going to get the stuff, which ain't that much. It's just some stuff I had around, and you know, I made 200,000 subs. I'm probably like 1,100 past that, which is, to me, mind-boggling that I have that many people watch my channel. Because sometimes I'll slip and watch my own video, you know, after I've did all my editing. It'll pop up on my phone when I'm looking, because I watch YouTube videos when I lay down at night. It puts me to sleep. Come on. What's that? Let me just say some hi to some people. I'm sorry I haven't paid any attention to it. Thank you very much for Busta. Busta, thank you. I mean, it was something. Blue Ladybug, thank you for the super chat. Not necessary, but $1.99. It helps the channel. But I appreciate that. No, I didn't feel guilty. I just so didn't want to do that. But I'm thinking about this. I can't give them a better score and be anywhere near consistent. I mean, that's 2 4.9s in a row. The other one was Burger King. I felt bad about up to a point until I weighed it, and I'm like, geez, guys. You know, what are they leaving off these things that's causing them to weigh so little? I don't get it. Anyway, Elizabeth, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, it is what it is. We make our choices. We prepare food properly. Yeah, that Firehouse used to rock. I remember back when I did what was the sandwich? I did one at Subway, and it was fairly decent. It had a good taste. It was like some barbecue thing. It was I can't remember what it was, but I turned around and did the same thing at Firehouse, and it was like huge. It was a good deal. It wasn't horribly expensive, but it rocked. It rocked, and ever since they got bought out by the same company that owns Burger King, it was just like they fell off a cliff. And you hear my motorcycles going by, you got to love Fairmount on Sunday. That's why I try not to film on Sunday, because it's really tough. Anyway, the Dinky, the thoughts on jalapeno poppers at Hardees, and a.k.a. Carl's Jr.? I don't know. I mean, they're going to be something frozen they drop in the fryer. I usually skip over that kind of stuff. If I got them, my wife would want them, because she loves jalapeno poppers. She just loves them. I mean, I could go get them for her. What's on the next review? I don't know. I have a pretty good idea what it's going to be, though. And this is why I can tell you absolutely for sure, but it's going to be Marco's Pizza has their version of New York style pizza. And the reason that I can't tell you for sure is because when I go up and look up the nutritional information, it says a single piece on their website when you buy it is like 810 calories. And then I go on their nutritional calculator to get everything else, and it says it's 400 calories. So, Marco's, they're good conveyor oven pizza, no question about it. So I called, I emailed not regular support, but public relations, and they emailed me right back, and I said, hey, if you got some ad photos and stuff like that, I'll take those. So they sent those back and said they were working on the nutritional information. I said, well, you got a few days, because that was the day before I went over here and did Firehouse. So I got one in front of you, but I really want to do it. And I've had a lot of good luck there too. I like the staff over there in Jasper. Now they got a new one in Calhoun. I'm debating whether to try them out or not. I might check out their parking lot and see what the lighting is and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a pizza review. Yeah, it is. It's like a 16-inch. I'm gonna have trouble weighing it even on my special scales. True. Yes, Firehouse Scan Fan. Firehouse used to rock a long time ago, and ever since when they were owned by the original owner. But as soon as they got bought, it went over. Why is Burger King Mandalorian and Grogu meal so expensive? I can't bring myself to pay $20. I can't either. Not for that. And you saw how the Grogu Whopper came out. It's not the Grogu, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Marco's for conveyor. Now, get me wrong. Deck oven pizza to me, is a step above conveyor oven pizza. Conveyor oven pizza, I hate to say that, it doesn't take quite the skill to use, because you're going to put it in there and it comes out the other end. Where deck oven, you got to watch it and see when it's done and pull it out of pull it out of an oven, which that's what I prefer. Anyway, I don't know why it's so expensive. Maybe they got to send their kick back to the Mandalorian movie or something. Who in the world knows what's going on with that? And yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what's going on with Firehouse. I don't know if they're gonna. I mean, I go past there and they're never busy, which is kind of a shame. And we lost. I think I said that on the last live stream. We lost Del Taco in Georgia completely. That was kind of a big. I'm not a great fan of them anymore because they got bought out too. And they're managed by a bigger company, right? And they kind of took a little bit of a slide, but they weren't horrible. But I told you, I think I mentioned this in the last one. I actually spent like 3 hours compiling my list and getting my script ready and getting ready to make the video, except I couldn't find the price. And then I started looking around and it says, select one in your area, and there wasn't any. So I looked it up, and they pulled out of Georgia, I think in March. So that was kind of a shame. Yeah. So yeah, no more food reviews at Del Taco, unfortunately, because it's a nice place to go through there. I wonder why I used to. Let me see what else we got. My day is going okay. I felt pretty rough at the start of it. My stomach was hurting. I'm going to Ohio tomorrow morning. Now, when I do this giveaway, those aren't going out in the mail until the end of the week next week, because I'm going to be in Ohio for 2 or 3 days. I got to help my brother work on his car. I got to work on my sister's mower. We're going to eat Massey's Pizza, of course. And then I'll get back, because I don't have enough time to get it done today here on Sunday, and I am leaving out daybreak tomorrow, and it's about a 10-hour drive up there. And if y'all are any of my Discord people, keep an eye out. I'll come in on Discord voice chat and yak while I'm grinding down the road. Mandy R40. Yeah, the gas station and fast food, you have to be careful about calorie bombs. Yeah, this one here claimed 1,000 calories yesterday, but after eating one of them, I'm not so sure about that. They don't give us serving weight, so I can't see whether that franchise there is shorting them or not, even if it is a franchise. Tesuri, how are you doing? I hope I said that right. Scotty, Photon, sounds like a big piece. It is. It's huge. It's huge. So I'm real interested to see that. I think I'm going to do that. If they send me the nutritions back, yeah, we're going for it. When you first started, did you ever think for a second that you would hit 200,000 ScanFan? No. When I first started, I was thinking it would be really cool to make 1,000. And then I made 1,000, and I thought, and then I was up to 6,700 after quite a while. And I was going to quit because I wasn't even pulling enough revenue to pay for the food. And I'm like, this is not working. I'm going to go back and hear my train going by. We need to be soundproofed here. Anyway, I thought I was going to go back to the Joe Fixes channel and focus on that, because that's really to me, a longer term channel, which there it sits dead now after 3 years. But, and then I was editing a food video, and then Moist Critical played my video, and then the rest is history. It just blew up after that. How long does it take to do my stop motions? Roughly 1 to 2 hours. 1 to 2 hours, because I got to step around the corner back and forth for every single frame and move them. And if you see a hole like this last one, where I had to get and move each one of those individually, because it won't look right if you drag the whole line. It won't look right. So you got to one rabbit. You got to go down the line, moving all these spiders over, and then go around, click, come out, and move them again. And make them take quite a while for them to come down and make a big loop and come all the way out and then disappear. And then we have my little spaceman. He put a fast one on him too and got out of it. This is time. Spaceman always gets away. I'm telling you, he's got space powers. But anyway, Yeah. 1 to 2 hours, you know, depending on how long it is and how intricate it is and how many pieces I have up there, because it takes a long time. Congratulations, 2,000 subs. Just left Ohio. I had a question I've not seen. Have you tried Bojangles or Cookout? Yes and yes. I've done multiple videos on Bojangles, and I've done, I think, maybe 1-2 videos on Cookout. And my local Cookout really acted up and was terrible to me when I was there. And I have never been back since. Maybe I should try it again, because obviously, almost certainly the same people aren't going to be there. It's been over 3 years since I've been there, because that's the kind of impression they left on me. I like to go in and do my video with the very slightest, the least amount of drama possible, and they maxed it out. They acted like a bunch of butts, and it was bad. And we're not dealing with that. Thank you. Yeah, congratulations, all you mothers out there. It is Mother Day. If you don't have your mother, well, it's still Mother's Day. My mom's been gone 6 or 7 years now, I think. Yeah, and yeah, it kind of made me feel a little bit sad today, because it is what it is. The desktop YouTube page has a channel search. Can you check for certain on the restaurants? What do you want me to check? What do you want me to check, Scotty Photon? Yeah, wants me to check for that. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm glad you all like the stop motion. Oh, okay. Got it. I thought you meant for me to go into my interface. I didn't. Here, I don't want my scroll. My chat wasn't scrolling. I can't have that. What's a fast food place you really want to try? Oh, I don't know. There's a couple out west that I don't have access to. My brain is just locked up. I'm trying to think there's a barbecue sandwich that's not that far from me, but where it's at is such a horror show to get to that it's not worth it. What's your favorite drink to have with a Diet Coke? You got to ask that. Come on now. I think you would knew that one. Boston is better, buddy. Yep. Probably. I don't know. Mage Mingus, how are you tonight? Where are we at? LA. 94 people. When we break 100 in YouTube, we're going to start the giveaway. I've decided how we're going to do this. And I won't, in order for me to figure out who's going to get it and be able to tell you and everything. And we're going to do it with emails. Do you ever travel out of state for a video? I have not traveled out of state for video for years. For 1 million subs, you should go to Europe to try their food. Oh, I bet you. Maybe I will. If I make 1 million, but I doubt that I'll make 1 million. Yeah, there's just no way. I mean, my channel would have to do something. I don't know. Hello, first time chat, Manus. How are you doing? That's a good idea. I probably could. Maybe this war and crap will be over and it'll be cheaper to fly, and yeah, we can go there. Have you ever tried? Yeah, I've reviewed White Castle. It was one of my very first videos I shot at Corbin, Kentucky. It's not Corbin, it's London, Kentucky, White Castle. I shot a video in their dining area. I think I've done a couple videos there, but they were really old videos. I'm embarrassed for anybody to look at my videos. What's your top 5 favorite restaurants? Man, you're asking some questions that require brain power that I do not possess today. Anyway, come on. We're 91. I need to get some more people in here so I can get this giveaway done and I can go back to my musings at home. Why is nobody coming? Let me see if nobody's... Discord doesn't even know. Discord, I don't know what the deal is with that. Well, if they don't come up to 100 pretty soon, we'll give it away and be done with it. What did I do before YouTube? I was a nurse for 36 years, and I recently retired from nursing recently. It's almost 2 years now. Still have hospital dreams. Crystal's the equivalent of White Castle. It's an analog of White Castle, it's a copy. They actually copied that. They came down here and studied them, and then that's what they started their restaurant. Oh, 94. Come on, 94. Let's get our viewer count up. Anyway, moved here from Twitch, so you're trying to help me out and get it going. 64 people on Twitch. That's actually a lot for me for Twitch. Hey, our mod has decided to bless us with her presence. I see her over on the Twitch stream right now. I don't see her in YouTube. Maybe she jumps over on YouTube. We'll get it up over 100, and we can start this schmeal here. Yeah, Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is a little easier. Twitch is easier for me to read. Yeah, I think the fonts. I need to make the fonts a little bit bigger on YouTube. At 99? No, it says 94 on my thingerdoodle. If it says 99, we'll go for it in a minute. Thank you. Oh, this is my Oscar Mike. I had a guy sent me like, oh, we're at 100. We're at 100. Oscar Mike t-shirt. I like it too. I appreciate it. My hair isn't standing up looking goofy or nothing, is it? Thank you. Cairo 37. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Yay. And Smucker Knuckles, $1.99. Just tried Arby's Meat Mountain on cam. What about you? I have reviewed Meat Mountain previously. What do you think of it? What do you think of Meat Mountain? Did you like it? But yeah. All right. How should we do this giveaway? Well, in order for me to send it to somebody, hey, first time chat. In order for me to send it to somebody, I'm going to need an address, a full name. Now, I'm not going to put your full name out over there, and I won't let anybody know what your address is, okay, in the email. And this email should say Burger King 003 in the subject line. Don't send them now until I say to. If you send them now, I'm just going to delete everything in the chat, in my email box. The fifth one that I get is going to win. Now, if you spam it, send more than one, I just go delete, all that. The fifth single one, and it's got to say Burger King. What did I just say? 003? We'll do that. And that's the way I'll be able to see it. Let's go for it. Let me go over in my email and watch. I see. Okay. So go ahead. Oh, I didn't tell you my email. If you don't know the email, well, that's going to slow you down a lot, isn't it? But I will put it in the chat. This is your sneakadoodle comment. We're going to put my Joe is hungry channel at gmail.com. Make sure I spelled it right. Now, of course, it's wrong. I think that's right. Do I got it right? Hey, Void Trash, how you doing? If y'all, that's my email. And you just heard what I said. If you're a new arrival, send me an email that says Burger King, all one word, 003 in the subject line. Anything other than that is just going to get the big delete key. Okay? And don't spam it. If you send more than one, boom, I just delete both of them. End of story. So we're going to start off with this, and I need your full name and your mailing address for that so I can send it to you toward the end of this week. Yay! Thank you, Night87. Yeah, we're over 200,000. Let me go over and check the email box. Here we go. We are going to have let me just make sure nobody's spamming me. No, we're good. Okay. We got a winner on the thing. You can stop now. I've already got a winner. We're at the fifth one. We have, Now, the next one in that email, I'm going to give it to this person here, but you got to have the full name and mailing address in it. And so it's Rachel N. Send me another email and with your address in it. Okay, everybody stop sending me emails. And if Rachel doesn't send me that right away, then we start over again. But we got to have that information in the body of the email and Burger King 003. I'm waiting. I don't see Rachel there. And if she doesn't do it, we'll start all over again. And we'll do it. We're playing, yeah, I already got. All right. I'm going to give it 2 minutes to get an email, Rachel. Otherwise, I'm going back and we're going to pick an... Oh, there you go. Rachel N. Got it. I kind of need a city, Rachel. Let me write that down so I don't lose it. Yeah, let me see, Rachel. Oh, sweet. No problem. Let me clean up this email here and move it to, let's see, questions. I'm just got to make me a place to put all my emails, and then we're gonna go for it again. So y'all stop sending me emails until I get all this taken care of. Here we go. I got to get these emails moved over so I don't lose track of this. We can't send them to her and she's gonna get mad. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Okay, so I'm gonna clear all these emails out. And we're going to do another one. That was fun. Let me go over here to the chat because I can't see what you're saying. Okay, was that good? Did you all like that? I leaked no personal information. Where do you see personal information? Oh, over there? Nah. Nah, it's not all in there. We got it. If you don't want to send it, if you're afraid I'm going to leak it, don't send it. It's that simple. Anyway, I've been watching since Joe Bartolozzi reacted. I've been watching ever since then. Yeah, I need to live stream with Joe Bart and quit putting it off. I just need to. No one can read that handwriting anyway, and I didn't write the whole thing down to first with. I'm not going to write anything else anymore anyway because I've got it all figured out. That, I just have to go over here. BK, that's all I want. All right, next. Let's see here. Let me make sure my email's clean. Okay. We're going to do Arby's next. Are we ready to do it next? Yeah, I got all that. Oh, I got everything I need from her. Anyway, boomer moment leaking. There you go. I'm a boomer. Yeah, it is what it is. Not Arby's. That's what I've got. We're going to do Arby's, and then we're going to do Hardees. Arby's 01. It'll be the 10th email that I get, and I'll call it a stop, okay? All right, is everybody ready? Go for it. I'm having a good weekend. Got a video out Saturday, and I felt kind of crappy all morning because I think the onions on whatever that thing was that I ate. Let me go over here and check my email. I'm waiting. Yeah, this is for the Arby's one. I guess nobody wants the Arby's. There you go. Oh, the 10th. Nobody wants to send it because it's the 10th, and nobody wants to be first. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Gotta have that information in that email. If it's not there, I move on to the next one. Okay? Got to have a complete mailing address, and then I can keep track of who's going to get it. Now I'm going to sign all these too. Okay. I think we've got 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Let's see. I've got it. We can stop. Don't send any more. Now, if there's nothing in your email, no, it just gets whacked, okay? Got to have the address in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. All right. Victoria, you are now a proud winner of a Joe is Hungry. It's going to be signed. I'm going to sign everything here. A $25 Arby's gift certificate. I hope you like it. Let me mark that here so I don't reveal anything. Victoria. All right. Let's move you over into that email, and we're doing all right. I think we might do one little. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and delete these emails, and we're going to start again in a minute. I think we'll do one a little bit lower number because I have trouble counting to 10. All right, where are we at? Okay. Is your car my car is a manual 4-speed and it's a turbo diesel in it. Yeah, sweet. Victoria. Yay, you won. Now we got the biggie. Not really the biggie is the Yoyo. The Yoyo is something. It's this Hardees here. It's not a card. I will sign it. It is not a card. Because Hardees sent it to me trying to make amends for me giving them like a horrible review. So they tried to like give me a gift certificate to make up for it. And I'll never use it. So $50 if you like Hardees. How will we do this one? Let's go Hardees 003 again. And we're going to go for the 5th one. And it has to have your full mailing address and name in it. And go for it. Did I say 5th? We do the 5th. And I'm sitting here waiting for my email thing to populate. We're playing, I don't know, what would be a good name for this game? Is everybody ready? Go for it. Yeah, if you spam me, man, it's over. But all right, here we got it. Now I'm sure we've got it. Y'all can stop. I already got my winner. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sweet. Tamara G. See, that's all you ever get in the birthdays. You got it. Let me go ahead and send this one over to the email box. Let me write that down so I'll know which one goes where. Hardees. I'll just mail. I'll sign the paper, Tamara, and send it on to you. And if for some reason or another one of these pop back and the email's bad, the thing's bad, then I'll just do another live stream and give it away later rather than try to figure out who sent what, where, why, and when. But so that pretty much leaves. Let me see. So how's this work? How's this working out for you, everybody? Why is everybody leaving in YouTube now? They mad? Oh well, doesn't matter. Tamara. Yay, Tamara. You were on the Twitch side. How do we enter? Well, I'll ask a question, and you email it to joeshungrychannel@gmail.com only once. And whatever I say you need to put in the header, you have to put in the header, and you have to put in the full mailing and name and everything for the mailing address so I know where to send it. That's actually going to go out out of country, actually, but it'll be all right. When was your first time stream on Twitch? I don't remember. It's been quite a while ago. Yeah, you saw that TZ50. You saw that cross-cut action there. Yeah, I was kind of surprised how bad that looked too. Ooh, Taja Fox. Meow. Thank you for the $20 super chat. I don't deserve that. Anyway, all we have left is going to be a signed Sonic Crew Challenge Yo-Yo. I had that gave to me. I said I was going to give it away a long time ago, and I forgot all about it. Any wife or husband, Joe? Just a wife. Had her for 46 or 7 years. Don't tell her I don't know exactly. I'll be hatcheted for that. But yeah, had her a long time. Mom, Dad, they're gone. Mother's Day today. Happy Mother's Day again to everybody. We'll let it settle down a minute, and then we're gonna do the yo-yo giveaway. And I'll have to sign it. I got to get a I haven't signed it yet. I need to get a marker for that. I need to get a permanent marker and do it in black so it looks okay. Joe, if I can ask top 3 fast food items from you, Massey's Pizza, Northwoods Walleye Culver's, Butterburger Culver's, and I have a thing for Five Guys, although my wife does not like Five Guys at all. But thank you again, Fajita Fox. Fajita Fox. I knew my brain would process that eventually. Give away a Firehouse gift card. I don't have one. I'm still raw over that one there because I so did not want to trash them. I did not want to go sub 5 with those people. Yeah, Culver's and Five Guys. I'm good with Five Guys. But like I say, my wife doesn't like Five Guys. I'm a Five Guys guy. I may do a review on them again at some point. They're just hard to do. Tamara, yeah, no, yeah, that with the, yeah. Now I'm not mailing any of this out until probably Thursday or Friday because I have to go to Ohio first thing in the morning. I don't have enough time to box all this stuff up and send it out. So there, Joe's or Joe. My first name is Joseph, but the email address is joeishungrychannel@gmail.com, all one word. But I appreciate that. Are we ready to do this yo-yo and get this over with? Can't give away any of my guys here. They're an integral part. I actually had that done for me. Same guy that did this one, actually. He gave this to me. I commissioned him for that because I loved it so much. And then this, I have literally forgotten who sent me this. I have forgotten. If anybody knows, please tell me. On average week, how much fast food do you eat? Just what you see in the videos anymore. I used to eat a lot of fast food, but I went on a weight loss campaign, and you can't be on a weight loss campaign swilling fast food every other day. It's just not going to work. Oh yeah, they're my stop motion crew, and this was actually given to me at my retirement by a nurse trying to insinuate that I had some sort of an alien way about me. I don't know what that means. Yeah, the cute cats. Yeah, the cute cats, man. Yeah, they're almost irreplaceable. Those, and they're not cheap. Those things are like special arts and crafts. The guy who did these two, and I forgot who did my black one too. This guy, he lives in Puerto Rico and he does this for a living. Good guy. Anyway, let's see. Okay, for the title on this, I want to say Joe is hungry, all one word, all caps in the title and your full name and address so I can ship this to whoever is the lucky winner for the, let's go with the 5th again. The 5th email, that way it'll be over quick and you'll all know. I would say, have you ever tried Penn Station? No, I have not. Every time I go to Ohio, I eat Massey's Pizza, and I'm like full the whole time I'm there at Massey's Pizza. But go for it. Let me go check my email. What did I say? The 5th again? Because it won't be long for him for it to fill up. All right. It is full, guys. We are done. Who am I going to send my yo-yo to? I've had this yo-yo. It must have been a year ago they gave it to me. Let's see here. Oh. And she did it right, too. Oh, I get to send it. I didn't have to send it out of country. That was what I was kind of worried about, was the postage if I had to send it to, like, Australia or something. Summer. I will sign this with a black permanent marker, and I will send it to you, Summer. I've got your address down. And that's the yo-yo. This was kind of fun. I didn't think it'd be that much fun to do this. Let me move you over there so I can, because if I screw around and delete you, I'll be upset. I'll be digging through my, let me make sure I've got enough. We've got 1, 2, 3. I add 1, 2, 3, 4 things. So, yep, I got everybody. Y'all made this fun. Boy, y'all are very good at this. I'm telling you, I appreciate it. Congratulations! I am so happy you all participated in this. I told you I was going to, like I said, I almost didn't because I just was feeling yucky. But I'm like, if I put this off, and I did say that I would do this, people are not going to forget it. And then it would bug me, and it bugged me, and this has been bugging me all weekend because I thought I was going to do it on Saturday after I dropped the video. But I was just like, by the time I'm done dropping the video and I'm screwing around with making a TikTok version. Yeah. I just like, my eyes were bugged out from staring at the computer, literally, because that is a hard, long session editing. You know, you got to realize that I've already done half the video. Before I actually hit the drive-through, half the video's done. I mean, the thumbnails, I usually kill an hour and a half on a thumbnail because YouTube thumbnails mean everything. Summer spelled S-O, by the way, gardening right now. Summer, are you still here? Do you realize that you won the yo-yo that everybody's been won my yo-yo? I have to have another giveaway. This was actually fun. I actually enjoyed doing this. Would you be open to getting a P.O. box for fans? Joshua Dutton, good question. If you look in my description of any one of my videos, you'll see that I have a P.O. box for the channel, and people have sent me stuff to it. It is P.O. Box 52, Fairmount, Georgia, 30139. I actually know it because, man, that is not hard to remember. P.O. Box 52. Yeah, people want to send me stuff. I love it when they do. Are you driving to Ohio? Absolutely, yes. It's 9 hours and 15 minutes. I've done it literally hundreds of times. I am going in the Joe is Hungry mobile, the 89 Jetta that you all have seen so many times. It is, I got all of the junk, all the tools and everything, and gardening right now is going to get her mower worked on. I have all that stuff in the trunk, packed and ready to go. Unboxing live streams. I don't know if I get a whole bunch of stuff sent to me, I'll do an unboxing live stream in a country minute. I'd love to do that, but those are kind of few and far between. And anyway, Nathan Smith sent me a $4.99 super chat. I appreciate that. Have you always, Joe, I've always wondered why you tear the scales for the packaging when the packaging weight should be the same for each item. No, I get the package and I take it out and I set the tear just once. I don't set the tear every time I weigh it. The packaging weighs the same. Yeah, you are correct. I've always, since the very beginning when I first started weighing everything, I have always set the tare on the scales. Just one time I decided to put it in the video because people were like asking me about it. And then I was like, do people really want to see me set the tare every single time? And I ran a poll and like 90% of the people like, yeah, like 2,000 people said, yeah, keep that in there. I'm like, okay, it stays. But yeah, I love my car. Yeah, let me tell you, I was going to tell you something that happened today. You know, I have an old house that I live in, and so I have a package unit that's my AC. It's a heat pump. Anyway, I had some work done on it a few months ago, and they left some inside the unit. They left a cover plate that separates the air handler from the electronics bay off. So it was sucking air through there, but also some ants decided to make their home in my electronics bay and got over into my air handler. And so I have literally, when it runs, it's blowing ants out all over the place. Yeah, killed them all, did them all, and then I see ants again. So I was over there, had to take my air handler all apart again. It didn't get in the air handler, just an electronics bay. And had to fix that. That's what I was doing today before I came over here. I was like, great day. And I got my tools all packed in the car, right? Yeah, you know which ones I needed, right? The ones I put in my car. So I had to take them out and go work on it. Anyway, I am live, dude. First time chat. Axiom, how are you doing? But thank you again, Nathan. It is much appreciated. Not necessary, but again, it goes toward the channel. You know, there are expenses involved with that. That's why I run TikTok, to help pay for the channel. As bad as I dislike TikTok sometimes as a platform that you upload to, has always and historically been a nightmare to deal with. But they've gotten a lot better since they've gotten a little bit better, but they're still really weird how you get people to look at your videos. Here in Wisconsin, there's a seasoning place called Pleasing. It is good. Would you be open to try them if I send them? If it survives the trip here, I mean, don't spend a lot on it. Yeah, I'd try them. Sure. Yeah, people. Yeah, I do the best I can. If I could think of another metric to compare these things by, I would. The temperature is a biggie. The weight, price per ounce is huge. The dissection of the food is huge. I think it's cool to take it apart by layer by layer by layer, and that can be kind of time consuming too. It's very, very tedious to take some of these things apart. I drive a more modern Jetta with a 6-speed manual, and I love it. Ooh, is it a diesel, Mathis? If it's a diesel, those things are awesome. I wish I had one with the newer one with the 6-speed because it's different injection and stuff. How many miles does your car have on it? Well, there you go. Keaton, can't say your nickname. Oh, that's a story. I just bought, Mark IIs are pretty old. They're over 30 years old. And the plastic parts in the speedometer go bad after a while and crack and break. Well, the drive gear for the speedometer, okay, the last trip to Ohio, or was it the last trip to Ohio? Yeah, it was the last trip to Ohio. My speedometer rolled 600,000 miles. And rolling all those little numbers over all at once was just a little too much for that drive speedometer gear. And so I had to fix that when I got here. But yeah, it's 600,000 on the car. The engine obviously has been rebuilt because those are only good for. I've never been a mechanic, but I've always worked on my own cars. I actually, my first channel was Joe Fixes It, where I actually worked on my diesel Volkswagens. But I've rebuilt, I think, 7 different 1.6 liter diesels, and they're all running. So that says something. They didn't come unglued. Yeah, I'm from Ohio, actually. But I've lived in Georgia since I was like 18, mostly. Yeah. Oh, Sasha said hello. Brad, you're in the chat. Tell Sasha I said hello. I have not seen her for well over a year. I want to get together and eat lunch sometime, Brad. Hey, I see your Facebook pictures. Your children are like bigger than me now. Oh my God. But Brad, hello. Sasha. Shout out to Sasha. Sasha, I used to work with Sasha a long time ago. She's like a freaking genius. She's one of the smarter people I know. Besides my wife, she's the smartest person I know. Unfortunately, you'd never get a woman that's smarter than you. Never do that because you can't pull anything over on them. 47 years. I've learned, but that's okay. Do you make money on YouTube? Yeah, I'm monetized. They send me money. I get ad revenue, not near as much as you'd think. It's kind of a trap, but I get enough from YouTube and TikTok combined. Pay my electric bill here. I air condition the place. I have to fix cameras every once in a while. I have to pay like $100 a month for internet access here, which has been a whole big story. I don't know anybody really wants to hear that today. My internet, because they recently upgraded my upload speed. So I just wanted to say, I've had 35 megabit upstream for years, and I upload a video to YouTube. It takes 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to get up there. Now it's like maybe a minute, and I'm like, oh, wow. I can, because what happens, I'll tell you the process. Okay, here you go. I'll get that question in a minute. The process is I edit my video, I proof it, and then I upload it to YouTube, keep it private, let my sister proof it. And if there's something wrong, I have to delete it, re-edit it, and upload it again. That was kind of a long process. Now it's so much faster. Axum, I want to answer your question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to give your secret sauce away, but when you lean back in your chair to watch the Sneakadoodle Bite, do you have a TV you watch or just memory? Yeah, that is secret sauce. No, I don't have a TV up there, and I don't do it from memory. And actually, I've told this story a bunch of times. What I have to do in order to get Shadow Joe to synchronize with me is I pull the footage from when he actually did it, and then I throw it on the computer over there, caliper it out so I know exactly how many seconds it is before I have to speak, and I have a big giant stopwatch on the wall with a remote control. That's how it's done. I'll never tell anybody again, but that is my secret sauce. And it took me a long time. The first probably 25 or 30 times I talked to Shadow Joe, I had no clock, and I was literally guessing. That's it. No, I have no TV screen up there and I can't watch them, but that's it. No, I was guessing. I went through a lot to figure that out and get the timings. That didn't happen right away. Yeah, 35 megabits. It's now 300 because these guys, rather than go ahead and put in direct to home fiber to home, the trunk line for the fiber optics are within 200 yards of my house. I can look out my back door and see the junction box. Then they converted the K to coax. Now they just went mid-split, so it goes around 300 now. But after you've done 35, that's 10 times faster. No, they're going to sit there and fart around with this existing coax and jumping through hoops to make it work. And it didn't work at first either. It took me a long time. I actually, after going through their tech support loop like 300 times, and I have a secret to, if anybody cares, a secret to dealing with their tech support. That's the way to go. Now I had to file an FCC complaint, and now I have a rep from corporate that calls me and made everything fix it. So it's all working now. Anyway, enough said about that. That's a long story. You're a Neff head? I love Will Neff. I've lived with Will Neff before. I need to drop in his stream tonight and say hey to him. I don't know. It would probably be cheaper for them to run direct fiber to the house than fart around with this mid-split conversion that they're doing. And, I don't want to go into why it's mid-split. I mean, if anybody cares, but I literally will go on for like 20 minutes talking about that because there's a lot of minutia involved in that. I'd like to tell you my secret at dealing with tech support with, which is if anybody's used it, the online tech support with Xfinity or Comcast, that it's not a nice experience, that it's akin to beating your head on a wall for no reason. Anyway, have you tried Mrs. Charlie's? No, I have not. Mr. Charlie's. sort of like a vegan McDonald's. So really, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. How many cameras do you have attached to your car? 7. Used to be 6. Now I have 7. Was considering making it 8 because I like that external shot where I magnet to the outside of the car. Yeah, I have 7 cameras on the car currently. Is there any fast food place you've sworn off of completely or dread reviewing? Yes, that would be Cookout. And not because I don't like their food. Their food is pretty good, actually. It's because of the treatment I got at the Cookout in Calhoun, Georgia, about 3 years ago while shooting a video. I've never set foot in the place again. I have 10 cameras. No, I have 7 in the car. My 3 talking head cameras, and then I have another point and shoot that I do my food close-ups with. So how many is that? 11? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11. Yeah, joke and count. What is going on with YouTube is sending me a finger doodle. I don't want to go into there. Is my chat still working on YouTube? I'm getting some sort of weird error from YouTube because YouTube sucks sometimes with their live stream. Are all the cameras in place all the time, or do you set them up for each shoot? I set them up every single time. You don't need those cameras banging around and getting in my way. Yeah, I have them all set up. I don't know why YouTube is sending me an error. YouTube. Anyway, yeah, I use Xfinity. I'm grandfathered in an old unlimited plan that gets. They've gone Comcast. At least in this area, is unlimited. They got rid of that. In fact, in this area, and as best I can tell, they don't charge you for their own modem anymore. So I use their own modem because it's free, and then that way they can't bitch at me when something goes wrong. That you got that modem, That's the first thing they're going to go to is like, oh, that's your modem. Anyway, your raider from Phil Jameson. I got raided. Look at that. I've enjoyed your videos. So here on Twitch, I hope you have I am having a nice stream. I've got almost 100 people on Twitch. I mean, I don't really get that many people on Twitch because I don't live stream regular enough. But I did a giveaway already. That's done. I'll sit around here for a little bit longer before I go home. I just wanted to get that out of the way because it was bugging the crap out of me. Because I said I was going to give them away the end of this week. So it's sort of the end of it. Actually, it's the beginning. I think Sunday is considered the beginning of next week. Maybe y'all can correct me on that. But Raider, thank you from the Phil Jameson stream. Wow. I was like not paying attention. I was fussing over YouTube sending me errors through my interface. But thank you for the rating, guys. I appreciate it. I'm just a little slow in the head sometimes. That's why I got 94 people. I got rated from another channel, dude. Yeah, classic YouTube. Honestly, I almost never stream on YouTube anymore because it does weird things to my stats. But I made 200,000. I wanted to do a giveaway, and YouTube is literally a massive part of what I do. I mean, my primary platform is YouTube. It's not TikTok. TikTok may pay more money sometimes than YouTube, but it's not my primary. The primary is YouTube. It's consistent, except when I live stream, I get weird errors. It's predictable. I understand the algorithm, or as much as anybody can understand the YouTube algorithm. And those are my people. So, but when I live stream on YouTube, I get this huge unsubs that day. So I never understood what that was about. And then live streaming was cutting in on my videos and my ability to get my videos out. And I'm just like, I got to pick one or the other. Because those videos, they take me 2.5 days to make a video. I mean, prep, shoot day 1, shoot day 2. And those days are 12-hour days or 14 hours from start to finish. Like this sub video I just did. The last day, I was out of bed at 6:30 in the morning, putzed around, drank my coffee, go over here to the shop, do all my camera checks, get them all set up, roll in there. I'm over there at 9:30. I pull over into the AutoZone parking lot, get all my cameras set, and some jerk, some guy, okay, I'm parked way out in the corner of the parking lot. Nobody's around me. He's got his pickup truck. He's got to back up right up beside my car to where I have to bang my door into him to get out of my car. I mean, what is going on? And he couldn't get out of his truck. He had to pull his truck up to open his door. And I'm like, well, he must be an employee. That must be his spot, you know. Oh no. I came back after I did the sneakadoodle bites and all that, and he was gone. I'm like, what is going through your brain to do that? I mean, me sitting, you know, and I'm like, something. This is my mind. Something always goes wrong in a shoot in the drive-thru, every single time. And I'm sitting there grinning, you know. I'm like, here we go again. What's he gonna do? Want to get out and fight or something? But no, you know. And so, but that actually got rid of my shoot karma. So the thing went fairly smooth, except when they recognized me in the drive-through window, and I snuck up on them. But good, they had no idea I was there. That's good, because usually I set up cameras in the parking lot, but I was like a whole block away setting my cameras up. That's why you saw footage of me driving up the road. I guess. I mean, it wasn't like it was the only spot there. There were like 5 empty spaces to my left and 5 empty spaces to my right. And that's that spot. Why? So I just take it on the chin and move on and, you know, get out of my car, you know, scooch around there, get my camera set up, because the far camera on the right side can't hear me say GoPro start record, because I do voice activated. So I have to start it recording, start all of them recording, then get out of my car again, clap my hands everywhere, because I want the deflections from my hand claps so I can synchronize all seven video streams, you know, because you got to synchronize them. But yeah, so because I shoot multicam, obviously. Yeah, I like it too. And their small parking lot was so small, it would have been like, I would have got like 3 drum beats and I'd have been talking. This way, at least I got to drive up the street. And if you want to hear, there's a story with that too. There's a reason I went back to the parking lot a second time. Okay. I get a lot of flack for having my hands off the steering wheel, but that's done in a very controlled environment. Nobody's around, and I'm driving with my knees anyway. Okay, so I get out there in the road, and I clap my hands like, Firehouse, Calhoun, Georgia. But I was in the road, and if you look at the footage, there was a sheriff's department going the other way with my hands off the steering wheel and a whole boatload of cameras all over with the camera right in front of me too. I mean, when I drive around, I always take the center camera out, you know, because it obstructs my view. And I'm like, this ain't gonna work. I'll never hear the end of this. So when I was done filming, I went all the way back over to AutoZone and restarted and clapped my hands in the parking lot, and then drove all the way around and then sewed it in right about the time I went to the drive-thru. Nobody knows that. But I'm like, no, I can't do that, because I will never, ever hear the end of that. Because you got to be so careful filming, too. I mean, I have been hit. At Sonic, I got hit once. Somebody backed into me while I was going around there doing my pull-up. You just can't be too careful. And if you bend your car, you know, first thing they're gonna say is, the guy with all the cameras in his car, it's his freaking fault. Yeah, it doesn't matter that it wasn't. Yeah. So that's what happened with the video yesterday. It's still very fresh in my mind. Let me see what else I got there. Mac Tweezy, I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you. I appreciate this. A very kind thing to say. Do all the restaurants in Calhoun, Georgia know about you? It's seeming like that. I mean, there's a Taco Bell out on 53 that I won't go to anymore. That's the one where the woman was like yelling at me and telling me I couldn't film there. And actually, I like the one that I've been going over on Redbud Road. I actually like those guys. They kind of mess up a little bit, but they're getting better. I just like filming there because it's all laid out. I know where to film, and they're always so nice to me. And even, they don't really question what the cameras are about. But I think one guy came out and asked me about it, what all the cameras were for. But they're always very nice to me there. And, when I go there, I don't want drama. I like it if they say, hey, I watch your channel. Yeah, I'll put that in the video, of course, because I'm self-promoter. But anyway, what's been your most popular review? I really don't know. Yeah, they hit the Jetta. If you notice that my door is kind of dinged up, I've never been able to straighten that out on the driver's door. Yeah, it backed into me. Some woman backed into me, tore the crap out of her car, and I let her get at skate because I wanted to finish the video. It was her fault. I had it from like 4 angles. Great day. Your wife says Shadow Joe and I are the same person? Where does your wife get that information? That is, no. In a sense we are, but we're two facsimiles of the same thing. It's a transdimensional link. She is so wrong. So wrong. How can that be? I mean, you can see how sarcastic he is with me. The man, no. She's wrong. Wife, take it back right now. Anyway, Dual Restaurant. Yeah, let me see what else we got. Maybe he was a fan. I don't know. How do you pick your music for the videos? When I'm not making videos, I've listened to all the music they got up there, and I'll mark things, and I'll classify them. Is this for the bite test? This is for the reveal, which is, techno trance usually with a strong beat. This is for an intro. This thing just sounds damn good, and I'll like put a heart by it, and then I'll spend 2 or 3 hours doing that, and I'll have them lined up mostly. So when it comes editing time, I don't like this time now with this video here. My the drive-through, I edited the whole thing with this song, and I'm like, you know what? It's hard style music. It just doesn't sound right to me. So I deleted it and re-edited it again with the current song on there. But most time I get it right away. I move right along. Yeah, Shadow Joe has a Spidey hat. How can she mix us up? How does that happen? Let me see, my email's all full of emails again. Yoyo. Got it. Yeah, y'all kept sending me. It didn't matter. It took a long time to get through. But I've already, we gave all those away. I just making sure there wasn't no non-ones in there. Because I do get emails other than when I play games in my email. Oh, my God. I got a mess to clean up now. Anyway, where are we at? Where I lost my chat screen. Come back, chat screen. There we are. We are. Shadow Joe, I think, is evil. I think he's very envious. He wants to be me. What's that? How does this happen? Let me kill this thing. I like the song, though. I like the song. Why is this playing? Can you hear the song? What did I do to make that happen? Oh, I know exactly what I did. You might have heard it through the mic. I apparently have my YouTube page open and I bumped it. So yeah, that's not going to work. There you go. I finally had a glitch that rescued me. Appreciate it, Andy Piccanini. How you doing? Are we live? Yes, sir. We are still live. According to all my stats, we are rocking and rolling. We have been running for 1 hour and 14 minutes. I swore I was not going to have a long stream, and I meant it. This was here just to do my giveaway for my 200,000 subs. Yes, we finally made it. Never going to make 1 million. If I do 1 million, I'm going to have to do something really special. Really special. Where's my Diet Coke today? I drank it, but I was having issues with my gut hurting, and I was afraid to drink anything. I think I'm having after effects from the video yesterday. Those onions in that thing, I don't think really agreed with me. But first stream. Hey, guy. Oh, G59 Girly, how are you doing? First time chat. Good to see you here. Joe's Hungry Mukbang for 1 million. Yeah, we'll do something. We'll go to Europe and do a mukbang and just like, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go to Great Britain. They're supposed to. I want fish and chips from Great Britain. That's what I want. Yes. Do you ever come to Canada? Nah, I've not been to Canada, but hardly ever. Not that I have anything against being in Canada, but no. They've got Timmy's up there, but got Timmy's in Ohio. Japan someday. Yeah, that's a long way away now. There's a jet ride. That'd be like 14 hours, I think. That'd be a 14, but to Europe, I just crossed the puddle, man. You're just there in like a minute. Let me see. What's the next great eat you're looking forward to? Oh, I'm going to Ohio in the morning, and I'm looking forward to Massey's Pizza at some point. We're not going right, and if Liz, you're here, we're not going right away. We got to get the equipment fixed first, so I'll have to be bringing some food to the house so I don't starve. I might have to boil some more eggs. You need more subs with the amount of production you put in your videos. I keep saying that to Shadow Joe, and he just wants to be a butt and make fun of me and like say, oh, the smart guy. Ugh. He's kind of a jerk sometimes. I just wish he'd be. Yeah, I think Great Britain is the way to go because that way at least everybody's going to be speaking my language, my Great Britain language. Does Mrs. Hungry get as hungry as you do? I actually have never asked her that question. She gets hungry, I know, because I see her eat every once in a while. Yeah, I don't know. I guess she gets hungry, but no, I don't think anybody gets as hungry as me. As far as I'm concerned anyway. You got to come to Texas and try some barbecue brisket. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the live stream. We're talking about that was brisket. I think that was a brisket sub or something. But yeah, Texas barbecue rules. Just saying. It does. I went to Japan, great food, best steak. I would be eating like fried food and tempura. Barbie's brisket video, Bucky's brisket video, did one. Been there, done that. Coasters every day. Been there, done that. Yes, sir. The Canadian gang, Raider, another Raider from Phil Jameson. Yeah, I appreciate it. I wonder why I have to go check out Phil Jameson's stream here when I get out of the stream because I'm going to drop out of here probably in the next little bit here. Take a few more questions. And see what's what. Yeah. Everybody like my Oscar Mike t-shirt? Oscar Mike is like this thing. They gave to me. That was back when I was live streaming. People like to send me stuff when I live stream a lot. They like to send you things so you can open it up on live stream. If they send stuff in the PO box, I will run a special live stream on both platforms. We'll see how we'll see what my stats do. See whether I have like a gazillion unsubs after I do this. You ever had any food pizza from gas station at Casey's? No, I have not. I'm afraid to eat gas station food. I don't want to get poisoned. My gut is not like an iron gut like it used to be. Joe's opinion on LGBTQ. This is a food channel, not a sexual orientation channel. I don't do politics, not on this. As far as what people do, preferences and all that, won't bother me a bit. I don't care. The important point is that you're happy. Okay? That's all that really matters. Whatever you are or do, if you're a good person, you're a good person. End of story. That is it in its full depth and explanation. That's all I really got to say. But I'm not going to do politics here. I have opinions, but not in my food channel. But the LGBTQ, yeah. If you're a good person, it doesn't really matter. Does Shadow Joe live in the VW? He lives in a whole nother dimension, I swear to God. He is an ethereal being who appears when summoned. No, he actually eats food and steals it. And I had somebody point out to this, and if Shadow Joe, you're listening, Somebody counted 5 bites on this very last video. Sneakadoodle Bite 3 was actually Sneakadoodle Bite number 5. Okay? It's got to stop right now. I'm serious. What's your favorite item? Favorite items from Culver's would be the Northwoods Walleye, only in February and March during Lent. And that rocks. 9.0 twice. You should know that if you watch the video. And I did Culver's like a year ago again. Who doesn't like gas station sushi? Ooh, yeah, gas station sushi. You don't value your life. There you go. Let Shadow Joe get his share. Shadow Joe. Yeah, he can eat a few bites, but not before he does Sneakadoodle Bite number 3. I mean, you take one bite, and you look around, and half the damn sub is gone. That's not okay. It doesn't look right. You know, I can't edit that out. Wow, yeah. Shadow Joe did nothing wrong. Oh, Cloud 71. Oh, contraire. I look back at the footage. Yeah, he was like hammering it. He was hammering it. He sure was. Yeah. Sneakadoodle Bites. Joe. It just never ends. It just never ends. I don't want to interact with him. I don't want to say anything, but it just this cringe factor when he starts saying, let's let the smart guy do this. Like, I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to do. I just don't. I'm at a loss because it just won't stop, and I can't do it without him. I have to have that Sneakadoodle Bite. Maybe I'll go grab a homeless guy and stick him in there and like do 3 Sneakadoodle Bites for me really, really quick. Don't give it a score. Just do 3 Sneakadoodle Bites. I could do that. There's plenty of them in Calhoun. Sure enough. Anyway, come to Florida and try Publix chicken tender sub. I could do that. Does the penalty box affect the final score? Not at all. The penalty box is not a bad thing. The penalty box, most of the time, is a good thing. That means, in theory, unless you're a Burger King, it means you're getting your food cooked to order and that they're taking extra time to get it. Now, if it comes out cold, or they do like Arby's, when I was doing the fry review, oh God, 3 years ago, send me to the penalty box for fries and forget that I'm there. And left me there for a half hour. I had a GoPro, destroyed a GoPro, the battery overheated and caught on fire. It was like not pretty. Yeah. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. First time chat, band best. I was introduced to you by watching Will Neff react to your vids. I love Will Neff. Will Neff is a good guy. He is a very good guy. He's always been good to me. I love Will. I love Emeru. I just have a crush on Emeru anyway. Who doesn't? But I got an old man crush. Yeah. The penalty of getting old. Everything hurts more. And no, I don't want to go any further with that. Anyway, wow. We love Billy Boy. Joey Zoom. How are you doing? Will's definitely a pretty awesome dude. Yeah, he is. He rocks. Let me see. Hello, ever enjoy watching your videos? Alexander, hello. Marcy Williams. What's good today, Joe? Just gonna eat some salad. I think my stomach's finally healed up. Will Joe Fixes It ever return? I don't know. Right now, the food channel just sucks up every bit of time I have. I would like to. I would have preferred that's the channel that took off. I am surprised at a food review channel. Food reviews are horribly hard. They're the last thing in the world you want to do if you want to make a YouTube channel. It looks easy, but it is not. It has a short shelf life, and the revenue you're going to get off of it is terrible. And every damn body and their brother does them. And so, yeah, so I had to do something a little different, obviously. Yeah, I would like to return to that someday. But I would have to relearn how to make videos altogether because it would be nothing like shooting these food reviews. These food reviews are very, very regimented in structure. Will Neff nerds united. Will Neff. Yeah. Deodorant. Thank you. Oh, Jack Manifold. Yeah, Jack Manifold's pretty cool. They're funny. He said that I took it very personal. When I'm doing the videos, doing the right before I do the weights, you know how I do like swoosh, 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 swoosh like that. He said those sounds were annoying. That kind of hurt my feelings, and I was like, I tried to. Then I went and tried to make a video to music like that, and it didn't work. So I'm back to that. And my wife likes the noises, so I have to go with that. These past months have been hard for my family, but watching your wholesome journeys put a smile on our faces. Well, I hope things get better for you. I really do. Christina Kovicha? Yeah, I hope so. Is the product the Sneakadoodle Bites are taken out of as separate from the ones that are part of the weight test? Absolutely. I do the weight after we do the Sneakadoodle Bite, so yeah. They are separate. That's why I get 4. Sometimes I even get 5. The time my wife wanted an extra one, but I don't always get her one. But this time I actually got 5 for that, and I wanted an extra one because of its construction. I have to dissect it and put it back together. I really wasn't sure that was going to work real well, so I wanted an extra one in case I destroyed one of those dissecting it, and it turns out I didn't need to. Have you ever considered review it? Yeah, I did, but I chickened out. I went over to do I have a okay, I'm sorry. I'll answer that and I'll answer. They asked me if there's a document that tracks my food scores. We have one in Discord that's horribly out of date. If somebody there would give me right access to it, I would update it. Have I ever considered doing gas station review? Yeah, I did. I was actually going to do it, but every time I go there, they don't have the chicken sandwiches. It was right up the street. And I went there one time, and it smelled like roadkill was rotten in front of the place. And I'm like, no, we're just not going to do that because it's just not going to go well. They'll probably fail the temperature test. I'll probably get sick. And I just really, really don't like to get sick. It's just very unpleasant for me. I love the noises. Thank you very much. The popping sound when you spin them. Yeah, I used to use a different sound. If here's what I'll do. Kaylee Cream Puff, for you on this next one, I will use popping noises instead of the swooshy sounds when I spin the plate. How's that sound? And then you'll know it was you that I did that for. And I'll forget because I have a memory about 12 seconds long. By the time I leave and go home, I'll forget. But I will remember to do the popping noise because I think about that every time I do that. Oh, how do you keep the food fresh enough to make all the tests? I have a heated carrying case if applicable, and it doesn't. And I get right here and get on it right away. The weights are done. The very first thing I do is weights. The next is a deconstruct. And then it doesn't, the deconstruct takes the time. When you do the down camera, that takes like 15 minutes. And then the part where I cut it in half and put it back together, that goes by pretty quick. And then we go directly to where this is what it looks, we've seen what it looks like. And we saw how much it was. Not a very good deal. And from what it looks like, it kind of resembles it. But guys, I think the cheese actually should go under the vegetables. Just saying. And, when I do that, and then I go straight and I do my Sneakadoodle Bite. So it still mostly is. It's just not really hot. But if I want to keep it hot, I can. I have that. But you don't want to use the heated carrying case for things with like lettuce in it because it'll turn it black because it keeps it 150 degrees. Anyway, enough said about that. Can probably use AI backfill to write a new one. No, I don't want to get. I use a little bit of assistance on my thumbnails. Now, most everything on my thumbnails are me. I do it. Sometimes I'll get it to make a little title, an overlay title, but that's it. I don't want AI to have any part of a functioning video because I just don't like AI slop. Where did you get the sword knife? The sword knife comes from, I used to be a meat cutter for 13 years, and I bought this knife from an R.H. Farshner rep when I worked at a grocery store in Tucson, Arizona in 1979. And I've been using it ever since. And since I don't cut meat anymore, I use it in my videos. So it is the real knife. I've used that as my steak knife. I've used it many, many, many times. The tips I got the tip pretty much straightened out. I dropped it at work and broke the tip on it. Yeah, it's a great knife. It is very nice. Thank you very much, Player No. Appreciate it. That's vintage. Yeah, it is. You can still buy them, I think. But yeah, that's my steak knife. I can't remember what I paid for it. At the time, it seemed like a lot of money. It was like 20 or 30 bucks in 1979. Probably like $100 now. Yeah. How did the idea of the channel come from? Well, I saw some other people doing food reviews, and I thought, well, that looks easy. Little did I know that it would evolve into this. And it's been an evolution. You can go back 200 videos, and there's a lot of things I don't do now that I do now. That I don't do then that I do now. I said that backwards. Anyway. So, yeah, it looked easy. And I was actually, the first channel was the Joe Fixes It channel that was shot back here behind me, behind that door in my shop. The guy who mentioned AI would not be the move. Yeah, we're not going AI is not going into the active part of my video in no fashion, shape, form, or nothing. They've got nothing to add to me. Most I can help is I'll have the video and I'll show it, and I'm like, what color should I use for a backdrop behind this sandwich? Because even the sandwich, I use a separate program to get a transparent background for it. I don't AI can't do it. It'll just like make a mess out of it. So you don't want that. So yeah. Sometimes I'll say, what about the composure on this? Well, you should make the sign a little bigger and this. Yeah, I'll do it myself. I don't let it do it because it'll literally hose it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of AI slop. I'm really mad about AI in general. It's not really artificial intelligence. It's just a fancy search engine and it's more accurate to call them a large language model. But because of them, I'm still using a 4090. 5090 is not that much better. Because of them, I probably won't see a 6090 for 2 or 3 years, unless the bubble pops, which I'm hoping for. Get it over with. And so we can get back to getting good GPUs and good memory so I can upgrade my computer more, because that's what I really love to do. Yeah. Just hanging out, Bubba MK317, hanging out here, live streaming on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. I did a giveaway already. Gave the stuff away and probably going to go home pretty soon. But there's so many people here. You hate to walk, it's the 49, the 4060 is fine. I mean, really, it's just bragging rights mostly. But the 4090 really screams. My wife, I bought a 5090 when you finally get one. I got a gigabyte 5090. I was going to put it in my machine, and I was building my wife a new gaming machine, and this is going to go in my machine. She was going to get the 4090. She saw the 5090 before I got it in my machine. Guess where it's at now? In the new gaming machine. It's a 5090. Yeah. Has Emaru ever been in chat yet? No, Emaru, that to my knowledge, has never come into chat. I live streamed with her and Will Neff once, a couple of years ago. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know. We'll see whether it's coming out. If it's just another AI augmented piece of crap, we're not doing it. It's not worth it. I don't want to do it. If you want to give a list of your videos, of course, how can I give it? They have them in my Discord. Just open ask in there. Everybody knows where it's at. I don't know where it's at. If like I said, I've asked like multiple times and nobody ever gives me right access to that document. So I can't do it. A 4070 is still rocks, man. If for editing and gaming, yeah. Why are you and Joe in bad terms? Because he's a sarcastic so-and-so. That's why. Damn it, Snick. Yeah, well, you're welcome. I'd love to see more videos where you re-review staple food items which you have reviewed earlier, like a Big Mac or something similar to how you reviewed the original chicken Chick-fil-A. I agree with you, and I'll do that because it's getting, its limited time offers have gotten pretty far and few between. I'm like struggling to find something to review, but we will. I have a list of things to do. This popped up. I'm probably gonna do a Marco's Pizza when I get back from Ohio next week. Or the end of this week. I'll only be up there about 2 or 3 days. Yeah, the chat's fine. The YouTube chat, I just slow it down by 15 seconds and I can keep up with it. Otherwise, if I don't, I just go zip, 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 and I miss stuff. And Twitch are excellent to chat, and they're excellent. And so I'm keeping good track of what's going on. I'm just running my mouth. Just hate to walk away from 118 people in Twitch. I don't think I've ever had 118 people watch me in Twitch simultaneously. It's just, yeah. Are you going to a Marion's Pizza in Ohio? While in Ohio? No, I am not. I'm going to Massey's Pizza, and I may actually go get some chicken at Miller's Fried Chicken in Athens. I'm not sure where a Marion's Pizza is at, though. You'd have to email that to me because, my mind is not going to remember from the time I walk out till I go away. Let me have a little bit of water so I don't lose my voice. You've subscribed. They've subscribed for 5 months. Really? Who has? Thank you. Oh, how much for a birthday shout for my parents? We are so delighted. Birthday shout outs are free. You must email me. Just look in the description of my newest video, and there's instructions on how to do that. You can get priority service. You can pay $2 for priority, which means it won't fall off, which it probably won't anyway. Or do whatever you want with that. But yeah, just put them in there. I'll be glad to do that. That's what birthday shout outs. Just read the instructions. It's pretty clear on how to do it. People, I do free ones all the time. If they pay, I try and do a little something extra. But yeah, I don't want to encourage too much and I didn't do that to get money. Okay. It helps pay for the food, but I didn't do that for money. I did that to mitigate them, to slow them down because it was getting to the point to where I couldn't get them all done. So that's why I did those rules in order to slow them down mostly. In order to do it. So yeah, that's where all that came about. I'm not all about the money, it pays the bills. I'm good. I'm set. If this thing got 1 million subs, oh yeah, it would be like cool. 200,000 was like freaking cool. I mean, like, wow, I can actually say that I'm a real YouTube channel now. When you get 200,000, you can say you're a real YouTube channel because there's not a lot of food channels bigger than that. There are a few, but not a lot that I know of anyway. Have you ate something more than once outside of your videos? I've been wondering, have you ate something more than once outside of your videos? I'm not sure what you mean by that. You may have to re-ask that. I'm not sure. Thank you very Pineapple Clock. It is much appreciated. Your birthday shout out last video made my year. You're welcome. I'm glad it does. I had always talked about, I'm going to get rid of those things because they actually don't help my algorithm at all. But I ran, and I was afraid people were just skipping over them, didn't like them. I ran a poll, and like 3,000 people responded, and 90% of them said keep the birthday shout out. So I'm like, they stay. So there's nothing in my videos that's fixing to go down the toilet anytime soon. The stop motion, I get a lot of positive feedback on stop motion. What games do you play? I don't play. My wife is like 7 Days to Die, Left 4 Dead. She's a first-person shooter. She plays a lot. She loves her 5090, and it's i9. It's an i9, and she's got like 64 gigs of fairly good RAM before RAM prices went through the roof. And that thing, when she's playing a heavy game, her room raises the temperature in there 10 degrees. You have to open the doors and turn the AC up because that thing literally like a little furnace when it goes. Woofs. Hey, how are you doing? I've got so many people in here watching my live stream. This is the most turnout I've had in like forever. Have you ever had a bad experience in fast food place that made you skeptical when you buy something? Burger King for me. Yeah, a lot of places, dude. Checkers, hamburgers at Checkers. I love Checkers. I love their fish chicken strips. I love their deep sea double, but burgers, no bueno, my friend. No bueno. I know too much. That's all I'm going to say about that in this stream. Greets from Finland. Hey, Finland. Shout out to Finland. Yeah, great. Let me get a little more water. I'm yelling. I'm going to lose my voice. Check out Heisberg from Google. Okay, Heisberger. That's Finland's largest food chain, even beating McDonald's. Really? Something beats McDonald's. Have you ever been Cheeseburger Bobby's in a while? I have not been. Me and my wife, we went there about 9 months ago. I said, let's go to Cheeseburger Bobby's and see how they are, because they started out good and then fell on their face. We had one in Calhoun that went out of business because they stopped cooking to order, and their business went boom off a cliff and they died. That's what happens. We went there and I was not impressed. Honestly, I was not impressed. Their vegetable bar that you put on your hamburgers, if Cheeseburger Bobby's, they supposedly cook it to order, put it on there, and then you put all your condiments and your garnishes on yourself. The garnishes look terrible. And the amount of money you were paying, I was not impressed. It's not heading back to doing. Yo from England, got to ask, how many cameras do you have? Is too many. How many cameras is too many cameras? There is no such number. If you ask me, the problem with the cameras in the car is I've gotten up to the point, because I don't want a camera to be in frame from another camera. I don't have another spot in my camera, in my inside of the car, that I can put a camera that won't show another camera, except I put one on the outside on the opposite side of the car. So I have 7. That's about it for there. 3 cameras seems to be a good number for me when doing my talking head shots. Sounds like Fuddruckers. It does. Oh, thank you very much for that. Congratulations on my sub. Yo, I hope that answered your question a little bit. First time chat in Twitch. Hey, Joe, do you like The Simpsons? Yeah, I haven't watched them for years, but I like The Simpsons. I may go back and start watching them again. Vegas food reviews. I don't know. If I go to Vegas, then I'll just start like eating and forget about filming. Do you still get Clancy's potato chips? No, they changed, and they're not. I don't like them anymore. They were great for a while when I did that video, but I only could get them from Ohio. I did a video. It's called North versus South, where I rated northern and southern potato chips. Yeah, Bobby once. Yeah, you remember that video? Yeah. What's the best fast food singular meal you ever had? From a drive-through restaurant would be that walleye. That walleye rocked. Do you remember when I remember when I was younger, my younger brother decided to make our food review channel, but we didn't post it online, and I recently found the old videos which remind me of food review to try again. Go for it. Whatever you enjoy doing, but food reviews are a tough business, and YouTube's a tough channel. YouTube's a terribly hard channel. It's very unforgiving. Are you a sports fan? No, I never watch sports. You are the man. I thought you said, am I a man? Oh, Meat. Yeah, you're a Meat watcher. I love Meat. Meat's still back up here. Meat, Hina Babina, and Snuffy. Yeah, I always forget Snuffy. Snuffy's got the hat over her face. You know why they have that hat? That is on purpose. Why I have that hat hanging over and covering up Snuffy's face? Because my camera focuses on the eyes when it does autofocus. Okay? There's nothing more maddening than my center camera focusing on Snuffy's eyes. And I shoot a whole video out of focus. Wow, that's bad when that happens. So that was it. It would focus on Snuffy's eyes, and I would be a blur, and I wouldn't even realize it until it was too late. Yeah, love Meat. I got to get on Twitch tonight and go through all the channels and say hi to everybody. I've not been up there in months. How long have you been filming? Over about 8.5 years now. All the different angles are impressive. How many cameras do you typically use? 7 in the car, 4 in the studio, roughly. Yeah, so that's about it. Canon's in the studio. Unfortunately, GoPro's in the car. Eating Wendy's right now. Sweet. I hope it's fresh. What are your favorite YouTube channels? Oh, gosh. I watch Blanco Lirio sometimes. I watch about airplanes. I watch a couple political channels to see what the hell's going on in the world, if you can even believe any of that now, because everybody's a podcaster now. You notice that? You watch one podcast and you try to find something to watch to listen to your ear would put you asleep. It's boring. And it's going to be podcast. Oh, my God. I'm so sick of podcasts. I don't give a crap. Wow. You all notice that? VTubers, yeah. Do you think Chipotle is overrated? Yes. You see many Chipotle reviews here? No. Because if I'm reasonably sure that food's going to suck, I'll try and find something else to review. I don't like doing negative reviews. I'll tell you that up front right now before we call it. I don't like doing negative reviews. I don't. They're very stressful for me. It takes me a lot more effort to do the outro because I have to explain what I did. I have to explain this, and it's just stressful because and plus, God, it seems like everybody knows me around here anymore. Every time I go through a drive-through, just about I'm recognized, and I don't want to body, and I don't feel bad about body slamming, so I try to avoid it. That's why I haven't been to Firehouse in so long, because exactly this happened, and I kind of suspected it. Anyway, yeah, it's just you are AI streamer. I see 3D model in your eyebrow. How do you know? How did you know? I'm an AI streamer. How'd you guess? Wow. Okay, yeah. What else? What other questions we got? Don't let me start screaming because then I'll lose my voice. I've gone over my limit now anyway. 2 hours I am going to kill this and go on home and get me something to eat. My stomach's feeling better. I think I was a little ill after yesterday's review. I'm introducing everyone I know to your videos. Thank you for making the best food reviews ever. Thank you very much for Juniper Berry VODs. I appreciate that. You must be a Twitch streamer if you have VODs in your name. I had a double deluxe with cheese and curds. Oh, the Baconator. Yeah. Did you count the bacon in the Baconator? Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? Somebody asked me if I was going to start doing regular menu items that I reviewed before. The Baconator's on the list. When I get a slow spot, we're doing the Baconator, and I'm counting that Baconator because I got the Baconator breakfast sandwich, and they freaking shorted me on the damn bacon. That's what I'm afraid that's going to happen. So I gotta pick a Wendy's that doesn't like me because I don't care what I say about them, and I'm going to do the Baconator, and I'm going to tear it apart. If they don't have the right, if they scrimp on the bacon, I'm going to raise hell. The last thing in the world you want to scrimp on is bacon in a Baconator. Anyway, don't get going on about that. I will lose my voice for sure then. What are you hungry for? A salad. I just want a damn salad right now. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day because my stomach was hurting because I suspected it was the onions, the crappy, cheap kind of onions they used in that Firehouse sub I ate yesterday. Did it? What kind of glasses are these? What do you mean? They're, what kind of prescription is it? They're bifocals. They're progressive, and I got them from Zenni Optical, and I paid like $40 for them. I also have a set of transitions for the car for a long drive in the sun, if you want. Yeah, if that's what you meant. I don't know. Thank you. Congratulations, Joe is hungry. I appreciate it. 200,000 subs. Really? For this channel? Come on. No way. No way. No way. And 112 people on Twitch. I think I keep looking at it like I am hallucinating. Usually it runs around 50. Maybe it's the giveaway that's bringing people in, but the giveaway's been over. I got that done already. Very important question. Vanilla or chocolate ice cream? Vanilla. You can shoot a person bacon D. You can shoot a short person. Oh, a short deed. That's a smiley face. Anyway, yeah, I could. I'm just not doing shorts. It just, it takes me all I got. It takes all I got just to make these videos and get them out. I also had a cinnamon toast crunch frosty. What did you think of that? I made a crab salad earlier. Tamara, yeah, that sounds good. What I'm probably going to do is put some turkey on my salad. Maybe I'll slice up an egg and throw it on there. Put some Italian dressing and maybe just a touch of ranch. Combination. I got a cramp in my foot. If I go down on the floor screaming, I'm not having a heart attack. I'm having a lethal leg cramp. Anyway, let's get him to 1 million. Yeah, let's get him to 1 million. I don't think that's going to happen, my friends. Let me see what my sub count is anyway. See whether it went up while we've been streaming. Not really. 10 people. And people have filled up my Oh, yeah, I got to be careful not to delete the birthday shout-outs when I clear my email out. So I'll get the birthdays. Yes, I don't want to mess up. Birthday shout-out. Belated birthday. Yeah, I'll do that. Sure thing. It'll go on the list. You're in the list. Okay, let me get back into my chat. There we go. How do you pick the music for your videos? Oh, I spend hours pouring through music and classifying them as what I want to use and what sounds terrible, what sounds good. And then I have a certain kind of music I like to use for an intro, a very specific kind of music for the reveal, and a very specific kind of music for the... Each one of my B-rolls gets a special kind of music. The bite test is usually some sort of sexy music or something because, unless the food sucks, then it's going to be like we're breaking up tomorrow. That's kind of how that goes. Yeah, so a good bit of thought actually goes into the music. What's the thingerdoodle here? Gift take two. I don't know what that means. I'm a little bit still a bit of a Twitch novice. Thank you very much for this Prime sub, Rambo Ramsey. It is much appreciated, my friend. Thank you. Everything but bagel seasoning, cucumber. Yeah, I could use some croutons, but I had to cut my carbs down, so I've kind of gotten out of the habit of putting stuff like that in there. No tomatoes. The only tomatoes I'm going to put in my salad are going to come out of my garden because the ones at the store are just not worth eating. Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you, Andy Prizeman. I appreciate that, Oblivion Gaming. Do you have a favorite cat? Actually, I do. Dirty Lemon. Lemon needs to clean herself, but if you see Lemon in there, it's because I like Lemon. I like Fuzzy Cat. Fuzzy Cat's a good cat, but that's actually my wife's cat, so I can't claim her. And then we haven't put Priscilla in a video in like a year now. She's just so damn mean. She bit me today. I pet her, and she wants to be brushed, okay? If you don't brush her, she likes it. If you pet her, she's like, wait a second, that's not a brush, that's a hand. And then she'll bite it like, get that out of here. That's not flying. When's my birthday? April 1-5. I've already had it. I should have shouted myself out. Oh, I think Shadow Joe. Didn't Shadow Joe, we shout each other out for our birthdays? Yeah, we did. My cat Louie loves watching. Did you not send me a picture of Louie in the email? Yeah. Yes, now give me a video of Louie, man. I'll put it in the header. Make it the header on the video. What's your favorite fast food menu item ever? Massey's Pizza subs. Anyway, thank you. Oh, in a dark corner, gifted a tier 1 sub to Will Neff. Appreciate that, guys. Tax day or birthday? Both. It is my birthday and tax day, but I get my taxes done early. What's the leaderboard gift for subs? When folks gift other users a subscription to your channel, the top 3 show up here. Okay, I got it. The leaderboard. Cairo 37 in a dark corner 1. Gift sub takes 3. Sweet. Wow. I need to learn Twitch if I'm going to stream, but I just haven't been streaming regular because it cuts into my birthday time too much. Have you ever tried Chiba Hut? I have not. I don't think I have one close enough for me to hit Chiba Hut. It's just too far out. We'll be planning actually making plans on doing who's that hot chicken? Come on, what's the chicken place everybody's been bugging me to do? Dave's Hot Chicken. Yeah, I got it. I beat you to it. Dave's Hot Chicken. Dave's Hot Chicken is close enough for me to run. They're down here in Kennesaw, and I've been looking into doing that. The thing about Dave's Hot Chicken that I noticed that maybe you didn't notice, Dave's Hot Chicken got bought out by a big company last month in March. No, it's in March it was bought out. So that's why you're seeing them pop up everywhere now. So I hope it doesn't go the way of Firehouse Subs. I hope Firehouse gets better. I want everybody to do well. And a private equity bought it. Yep. So is that the end of Dave's Hot Chicken? You tell me. But I'm going to go down there and do it. I think they, it always goes down. Jersey Mike's is bought out. Did Jersey Mike's get better when it got bought out? I think they're still maintaining standards last time I was there. It's been a while since I've been there, though. When I'm not filming, I got to be, it got worse. Oh, that is so sad. That is so sad. Yeah, Dave's Hot Chicken, help me out here a little bit. Everything they got is chicken tenders, looks like to me. I don't think they have like a breast chicken sandwich. I think it's like Tim up there. Tim Hortons up here in Canada also got bought out, and it's not good anymore. Yeah, Timmy's got bought out. I think Timmy's has been bought out for quite a while. So I don't know and I don't have a Timmy's here in Georgia. I have to go to Ohio to get Timmy's. My brother likes Timmy's. He likes the donut holes. Who knows why? Thoughts on Culver's? Place to go for the fast food. Yep. Okay. A few more questions, and then Joe is hungry. Joe is not as hungry in a little bit. Time to drop the spice level. Okay, Arby's roast beef is my least favorite menu item ever. Really? Yeah, I mean, it's not real roast beef. I mean, it is roast beef. It's chopped, pressed roast beef. Chopped, pressed, sliced roast beef. That's what it is. It's not real roast beef like it was. My wife, ER nurse, is under the impression you may also be formerly worked in the medical field because of how you describe nutritional stats in some of your episodes. Is she correct? Mogan, I like your wife. She is very perceptive. I was a registered nurse in a hospital for 36 years. I retired 2 years ago. The good 2/3 of my time was spent in critical care. I did 5 years open heart, and then I did a bunch of MICU in smaller hospitals locally. So, yes, how I describe the sodium will challenge your kidneys with 3 grams of sodium, run your blood pressure up. Yeah, exactly. Plus, that's what happens to me when I eat a lot of sodium. My hair is doing unruly things. It's falling. It's falling. Anyway, that would be true. Are you planning on when are you planning on ending the stream? Probably in the next 10 minutes, because I gotta go home. I gotta finish getting ready for my trip in the morning. I love talking. I love talking when there's a lot of people here, but if nobody shows up, it's like, okay. But I've got I've got a big audience, so I'd only planned on going about an hour and 10 minutes, but because so many people showed up, I just feel like I got to talk. Anyway, let me get a few more questions, and we're going to call it. Arby's Italian dip was the best thing in ages. You really think so? The Italian dip, you really think so? I don't know about that. I think there's a lot better out there. Iced cappuccinos are good, and donuts, Timbits are a bite. Pretty standard cheap donuts, which I really do enjoy. Yeah, I just haven't had a lot of Timmy's because Timmy's ain't down here. Timmy's is like a northern thing. Thank you for your service. Well, thank you for saying that. It's all right. It wasn't service. They paid me, and I was happy to do it. I liked doing my job. It was very difficult, very stressful. I still, 2 years, I still dream that I'm working in the hospital. Almost every night, I'm still working. I don't know. My wife says that's PTSD or whatever. I can't find a single person who tries Arby's Meat Mountain. Moi. We had somebody in the chat that just ate one. Moi. I did one for live stream in one of my older live streams, and I also reviewed it way back, like 4 or 5 years ago. I did a live stream. I can tell you that's a story that I've told like a dozen times. Anyway, those are my 2 things I like. And not all Arby's has those. It has to be a company store. Most Arby's won't make the Meat Mountain anymore. My buddy's an ER nurse. He loves doing night shift. That's all I did. Night shift for 36 years every weekend. 36 years. I should have retired earlier. Dave's has chicken tenders. Occasionally has hot mozzarella sticks, not chicken. Correct. That's what I thought. I mean, I've already done a workup for a video. I've already got my stats. Do I like Joe Bart? Hell yeah. Joe Bart's my boy now. I love Joe Bart, and I keep saying I'm going to stream with him, but I will get around to it at some point. Here. If I start streaming again on a regular basis, like every other week, excuse me, I have an in-stream hiccup going on here. Yeah, you're dealing with high potassium right now. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's dangerous. Yeah, so be careful with that. I don't know why you have high potassium. Yeah, but if you do, there's kidney action going on there. Yeah. Do you like the other Joe Bart? Yeah, I just said I love Joe Bart. Joe Bart's my boy. He's a good friend of the channel. I need to stream with him. I have an open invitation that I've so far not gone to. A stream with you and Joe Bart. Yeah, I think it would be fun. I would like to do that. First time chat. I'm hearing that you plan on doing Dave's Hot Chicken soon because I looked at that on your channel. It's on the agenda, but when I get another slow, it's on the agenda. It's on the agenda. I've already done the workup and nutrition and all that. I think they have serving weights too. So we're going to see how that goes. It's a walk-in place, so I actually have to walk in and get it. But, that's doable. I can make that happen. Smash Burger. That's the place I need to do is Smash Burger. I don't have one around here. Sorry, Cloud9. Keith Wackenbush. 2 more questions, and Joe is going to head to the house and prep for my drive. Now, anybody that's in here on Discord, I'm going to be jumping in. What I do when I'm on a long drive is I'll get on my phone, I'll log into my Discord and go into voice chat and talk to people. And I really enjoy that. Usually like 6 or 7 or 8 people are sitting there talking. And Pineapple Clock. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. $20 super chat. Much appreciated. Not necessary, but it helps with the channel, and it is much appreciated. What did I say? 2 more? What's my next question here? Let me see. Come into my Discord. I literally sit in there for voice chat. The last time I did that on the way home, I was in voice chat for 6 hours because I was just sitting there yakking and driving. Makes the night go by. It's that or listen to audiobooks. Make some crab salad. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Going to try Little Caesar's Nacho Pretzel. If you haven't tried it, that sounds good too. 2 questions before I go, and I'm going to bail. Prep for the drive. Get my clothes and stuff in the car, go over and make sure I got everything that I'm going to bring with me, because I had to bring a lot of parts and stuff because I'm going to be working on our mod's mower tomorrow, probably day after tomorrow, and get all that done. No questions? I remember the bacon wrap pizza from Little Caesars. I never had the bacon wrap pizza. That sounds interesting, Tamara. Would you ever make a behind the scenes video and see how you make the videos? Yeah. If I get a really slow time, maybe I'll do that. That'll be really interesting for me to do because it'll be like a vlog. It won't be structured, and it's just hard. I have to force myself to do that. Tacos or pizza? Oh, pizza. Come on. Best video you ever made? I don't know. I mean, they've gotten a lot better. The last 150 videos have gotten a lot better. And then they're going to continue. I continue to try and tighten them up a little bit. What country would you travel to outside the U.S.? I think when I go outside, I'm going to go to Great Britain first and go and have me some damn fish and chips, some real damn fish and chips. I just wanted to say, make my day a little bit better. Thank you very much. That's like 3 questions. Thank you very much, Lan Levering. Shout out to everybody that's here that came. So many people showed up. I am just flattered. Thank you all for breaking me over 200,000. We did that on the last live stream during the stream. And I love y'all. It's just great. Yeah, she's got an X mark walk behind is what I got. I got to put new cutter shafts on it, new cutter housings on it. It's bent, and the blades strike each other. So that's got to fix that. Yeah, I would love to. And I get $1 million. Yeah, I've got to go out of country because if I have $1 million, I will have generated enough revenue to get a plane ticket. In its present state, no, probably not. But anyway. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Let me see. Who am I going to bomb out on first? We're going to go over to YouTube. Peace out. Do you all want me to come back and do another live stream at some point in the next weekend or two? Would I get this many people showing up? Tell me. Is this worth it? I mean, is this entertaining to you? Because I'm just sitting here running my mouth about crap. Yeah, especially after I have a bad review. I like to talk about it when I have a negative review because I feel bad about it. I want to like justify it or something. I guess I don't know. Anyway, we'll make it a point to come back in a couple weeks. I'll dual stream because dual streaming seems to be working pretty good. I've got 300 megabits upstream here. I can like increase my bandwidth. And I can live stream in 4K if the notebook will process it. We'll give it a shot. Anyway, all homies. Yeah, appreciate it. I'm going to say goodbye right now to YouTube.